Oh, hey guys, Rude Dog here. It is Saturday, October 24th, and nothing to do today. It was a beautiful morning. The temperatures back where I live were supposed to be in the low 90s, 80s at the beach. I got up kind of late this morning. Didn't know what to do because, gee, I hate wasting a weekend like this. So I went for a little ride. This is a loop I've done for years from the high desert over the San Bernardino National Forest and then back home. So you're actually going from the coast, Pacific coast, up out to the high desert, then over the mountains, and then back out to the coast. So unfortunately out here, or in the high desert where I started from, was windy and cool. Very unexpected. Kind of blew my whole plans. I wanted to go out and do some hiking and stuff, and maybe go down to the creek, do some swimming, but it was just too windy and cool. So I figured I'd go do the little loop up here through the mountains and head on back home or camp out. Except some of the camp spots that I normally stop at were full. Well, they weren't full, but there were campers there. And I think it must be hunting season or something. You see a lot of guys in camouflage and orange hats, bright orange hats and shirts. I guess it's hunting season. I don't know. I'm not into hunting. I don't think there's much to hunt out here because I've been coming up here for years, and rarely do I see a deer. I've never seen a bear. Yeah, so I don't know. So I'm moving along here. It's nice. It's cool though. It's cool. Yeah. It's cool like me. I'm surprised there's not more water running through here since we had some rains last week or two. Interesting. But I'm either gonna head on. Stupid flies. There's little black flies buzzing around here. I'm either gonna continue on and head on home, or maybe camp at Crab Flats Campground. Yeah, there's another thing. I was at I went by Big Pine Campground. Big Pine, yeah. There's nobody there. I think it's closed. They got like covers over the signs, the signage. There's nobody there. You come through here during summertime and it's packed. So I don't know. I am stopped here just because I know this little stream and I know the trail that goes that way. Done that many years ago with members of the full-size Broncos, West Coast. I ended up here late. I missed them at the meetup spot, but I ended up catching them right here because I could see them almost at the end of the trail where it turns or something. I go, there they are. So let me give you a good look at this trail. This is a trail you do not want to take your Tacoma on unless you want it to get beat up. I mean, I don't know how I took my Bronco out here. It's a very technical trail. You really got to know what you're doing. I haven't done it in years. Right now, I just did a little walk over here, and I'm like, wow, I did this trail? Was I nuts? As you can see, I'm parked right here. It's just because I just drove up. I just meant to park there, get off the main road here, the main trail. It goes this way. This is the easy entrance right here. The hard one is where I'm parked right now. So this is the easy entrance. By the time I got here, I had to play catch up, and somehow I was able to negotiate all this without a spotter. Now, if you look at this from this point, it's like, where's the trail? Where's the trail? Well, there is a trail if you look very closely, because you definitely can't go that way. You got the big rocks there. You got to go between that big rock and that other rock. And pick your line carefully. Yeah, I wouldn't take my Tacoma up here because I don't want to beat it up. It's my daily driver. It does not have no rock sliders. It has no skid plates. Has no lockers. So, yeah. I wish I had video of that time I was up here. I think I used to. I don't know what happened to it, but yeah, I had to catch up with these guys, and somehow I made it over all this. This is where you gotta really be you really gotta think. You gotta think 4 wheels. Where you're gonna put each wheel as you drive through here. It's quite complicated, yeah. First of all, if you can get over this big boulder, boy, yeah. See all the skid marks on there. If you can get over that big boulder there. Oh, then you got to negotiate this. So it's kind of like a game of chess. You got to think of your next move. Once you do get over the boulder, what are you going to do next? Oh, man. The most obvious line I see is to go this way at this point. Yeah. Get over there to some flat ground in the dirt. And then it looks a little easier over there. A lot of these trails have a big boulder section like this. And it's usually called the gatekeeper. You get past the gate, you might make it. Something to think about, you know, because I've seen a lot of crazy accidents off-road, and people taking their trucks way beyond the truck's capabilities or the drivers. It's hey, this is a pretty challenging. I'd have to think about this real hard, taking a Bronco past this big rock here. It might just sail over. I mean, my Bronco's pretty amazing. My old Bronco, I haven't taken it out for a while, so I might be rusty next time I go four-wheeling, but it's impressed me, and it's impressed a bunch of Jeepers I went four-wheeling with. Yeah, I went out with the Jeep Club a couple times, and they were just like, whoa. How'd you make that look so easy? There's, you know, they were saying, well, that's because your truck's heavier than Jeep. It gets better traction. I go, what do I know, you know? I was just running all-terrains, Pro Comp all-terrains at the time. Just in my air pressure, though. Yeah, I did have my air pressure down past 15. Unfortunately, the Tacoma right now is at like 40 psi because I lost my temperature gauge. I lost my pressure gauge. It's always in the glove box. And today when I needed it to air down, it's not there. Sucks. Oh, drives me nuts because the trail was so rough, so washboarded. It was, and I don't want to just let air out and just guess. I like to give me some numbers, you know. I like running 20 psi just for everyday trails, everyday off-road situations. And for sand, I'll go as low as 10 with these tires, only because these are like 6-ply, I think. And they're not, yeah, well, they're 6-ply. So they're a little stiffer than 4-ply. So anyway, this is what I'm at. This is what I'm doing Saturday. Let's see where I go from. Let's see where I go from here. It is nice and quiet here. It's peaceful, except for the bugs.